ways. Aaron, let's start with you.
Okay. So the majority, or pretty much all of this presentation had to do with the federal tax side of these state tax credit deals. But I would just also, counsel to not neglect the state piece, which is sort of the threshold sort of analysis. You can have the proper structure for allocating the credit, but if you messed up on the state side, you didn't qualify for the credit in the first place, and it doesn't really matter. So you want to make sure you do your diligence whenever you're working in this area, and you want to make sure that any notices of intent. A lot of these credits work like you file a notice of intent to rehabilitate, and then you start incurring expenses. But any expenses you incurred before that don't count. So make sure that all the the I's are dotted, the T's are crossed on the state side. Know which expenses are eligible and which expenses aren't, and basically make sure that that the taxpayer, the person earning the credit, is eligible for the credit in the first place. So that would be a takeaway for me.
Takeaways for me would be state credits. First and foremost, you have to start with your state law. Really familiarize yourself with what is and is not allowed under that law with respect to whatever type of credit is you're looking at. And then consider it in the context of your transaction. Consider all the parties' risk tolerance involved to the extent there are other parties in the transaction, because we frequently see these state credits paired with substantial other benefits. Involve the parties early in discussing how that structure should be set up. Involve parties who have substantial expertise in those types of credits and structures, because while these are a wonderful tool for finance and are a needed tool in community development, particularly in light of some of the ongoing cuts at the federal level, they're not for the faint of heart, and it is easy to have unintended consequences with these structures if you are not paying attention from the outset.